chat and talk with you about the grading practices PD that we've been doing in PLCs, kind of why we're doing it and what we hope we and you are going to get out of it. And so Adria, talk to us.
Yeah, after you introduced it at the beginning of the year faculty meeting, I became interested in helping out with planning some PD around grading practices and reflecting myself on my grading philosophy. I wanted to be part of the group to help kind of ensure the focus was reflection, not that mandating changes to anybody's philosophy. I hope that I and hopefully everybody comes up with a grading philosophy that is intentional and equitable. And I definitely hope that students' grades at our school reflect mastery and student learning, not necessarily other stuff.
Great.
Awesome. Very similarly, like I got interested in this when I went to the Wormley Institute last year with Missy and Carrie Morrison and Vince. And one of the things that I just kind of realized is that I really don't like grading, just for the fact that I hate just continuously putting numbers on things. I don't think that that I really think through the process when that's all I'm focused on. And so I got involved in this process because when I started to reflect on my own grading practices and why I did certain things, I realized I was focused more on the grades than the growth, focused more on the grades than the feedback. And I believe our students do that as well. I believe that our students, they assign themselves their self-worth to a number, and they're constantly just asking, what is my grade, or why is my grade this? And not necessarily, okay, well, what do I need to learn? Like, what do I need to improve on? And things like that with our grading. So I think just personally, I wanted to get involved in this process because I need help reflecting on my grading practices. I wanted to hear other people's point of view. And I think that it's really good that we're thinking about grading, because then it won't be an arduous task.
Wow, these are really good points. So one of the reasons that I wanted to get this started and have conversations amongst the faculty is a byproduct of what we did under a previous administration with Dr. Gibbs. And I felt like thinking about my grading practices is one of the most important things I've done to really help me grow as a professional and benefit my students, and really think about, why am I doing this way? But also, recently I've just become really interested in how we can make education more equitable for our students. We have such a great variety of needs and a great variety of ability levels and a great variety of barriers that kids have to face to be successful in their education. And so I want to learn how I can better, and we as a school can better support students and help them sort of work around and overcome the barriers that they face. And for many of our students, some of our grading practices actually create those barriers to learning. So I want to figure out how I can help better deal with that in my own classroom. And if I can do it, then hopefully we can all work together to make a better learning environment for our kids. But then also as a parent of very successful students and a teacher of both very successful and struggling students, I've seen all ends of the spectrum, the high achievers, the low achievers, and I see that we have practices that we could all improve, myself included, that could better support all those different kinds of kids. And so I'm hoping that we're having good conversations in our PLCs about how what we're doing every day in our classrooms and the way that we grade and give feedback can actually build students up and really help encourage growth and improvement in their, and not just an A to an F, but what is a meaningful sense of growth and learning for the kids. Anything else that you guys would add to that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
I think that's great.
All right, so what we're going to be doing is asking for your feedback. We want to make sure, first of all, that you remember that continuing to do this is really beneficial, that you can get CEU credits for it. Everybody needs CEU credits at some point in their career. And so we're going to ask that you fill out a survey to give us some feedback about what are things that you think we should have included but didn't, what are things that you would like to hear more about, how could we improve format, and how you would like to be involved, because we really want this to be something our entire faculty gets behind so that we're having really positive, productive, thoughtful, and reflective conversations, right?
Agreed.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.